What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have something completely different from what I usually review on my channel, and these are the Nike LeBron 18 lows in the Viotech colorway in collaboration with Atmos. Now, these released a couple days ago in my home country, and I was able to secure a pair in my size online. I don't ball, and I don't really have no experience with like LeBron shoes except for like the LeBron 7 media days, which I ended up getting rid of. But I've been told that the LeBron 18 is the latest model in his signature shoe line, and this is supposed to be an Atmos collab, but interestingly enough, I cannot find any sort of like Atmos branding, but we'll get to that a little later. Anyways, let's just dive right into the shoe. So basically, this shoe is overall like a brown shoe, and the mid panel is constructed using this very nice suede material. And I read the tag on this shoe, and it's supposed to be with a mix of natural leather as well as some synthetic leather. And if I were to take a wild guess, I'm guessing this mid panel is constructed using actual suede because it is really nice in quality. As you can see the kind of like the shades changing as I move my finger across it. And it does feel quite substantial. It feels like one of those like suede jackets that you might find in the mall or something like that. So I just want to point out that the material is quite nice on this material on the mid panel of the shoe. Now, in the midst of that, you've got a double layered Nike swoosh underneath. You see that white leather Nike swoosh, which is slightly larger than the purple swoosh that it surrounds, and this purple is quite nice. I don't know, but the shade of the purple is really cool. It does kind of remind me of like the Lakers colorways, but I don't think Nike intended to kind of refer to that because it is certainly a different type of a different shade, but it just kind of reminds me of that. But anyways, the swoosh itself is constructed using this very nice, smooth and plush leather, and the stitching is pretty much on point as well. Now, towards the front of the shoe, you see more of that kind of like I think this is like actually nubuck on the toe cap area, and it's this very deep colored brown, this kind of like mocha type of brown nubuck material lining the toe cap area, and then it is accented by this gold Nike swoosh embroidered onto that toe cap area. And on the toe box, you see this very nice, smooth, semi-tumbled brown leather. On the toe box, obviously you have no perforation here, but the material is very nice and plush to the touch. And then towards the top of the shoe, you see a kind of a shiny brown mesh tongue here, and then on the tip of that you see a little piece of that kind of like triangular piece of suede stitched onto the tongue, and then you can see that LeBron crown logo embroidered in gold as well. And the QC is quite on point. I guess Nike did pay attention to the QC when constructing this model. And then you see these black cotton laces factory laced onto the shoe, and along the eye stay you can see this kind of like double layer of this jagged piece of suede stitched onto the side of the shoe with the lace holes. And then on the tongue tab, you see you see like a brown, shiny brown kind of tongue tab stitched onto the tongue, and you see the Nike Air Max logo embroidered in this very shiny gold thread, and I think that really makes the shoe pop, and I think it's a pretty nice accent to the shoe. I'm not really sure why they went with this tab, but I'm guessing they chose to use the Air Max logo, because you can see the sheer amount of air that they've used for the midsole, but I'll get to that a little later. Anyways, on the back of the tongue, you see this kind of like deep brown mocha type of, sock liner on the back of the tongue here, as well as, here on the heel area or the ankle area of the shoe. And then on the insole, you see that Nike Air logo printed in that kind of like shiny gold text once again. And the insole itself is this kind of like really, really deep brown, kind of mocha color. And then on the back of the shoe, you see this kind of like very smooth, light brownish leather on the heel counter once again, and then you see that LeBron James crown logo embroidered in gold on the heel counter area here. And I think that's a very nice way to brand your shoe. It is a cool detail. I'm not a huge fan of LeBron James, but if you appreciate his playing style and his career, I guess this should be a very special model. And especially if you ball in these, I guess the LeBron shoes are quite nice to ball in them. So if you're a baller, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to appreciate this shoe to its fullest. Now on the medial side, it's basically the same deal, and I'm just going to move on to the midsole really quickly. You see this kind of like stacked layer of this kind of like brown plastic material. I'm guessing this is supposed to provide some sort of stability and support when you're playing in these. And then right underneath that, once again you see that huge air bubble unit all across the midsole of the shoe. And LeBron's a big dude, so I'm guessing he needs a lot of this kind of like cushion in order to play on court. And I've seen this kind of like air unit on the LeBron 7 media days once again, and when I have put those on, you can really feel the air bubble moving around underneath your feet, and it's not a bad feeling. It does give you a lot of cushion, even on the streets. So I'm guessing if you play in these, you'll be able to kind of like appreciate the tech to its fullest value. Now on the midsole, once again, you see this kind of like, I want to say like this kind of light caramel type of like midsole with these like jagged lines across it, and that actually extends all the way to the outsole. And man, this traction pad is crazy. I can't even like start describing it. It's basically like this kind of like waffle pattern traction pad on the front area of the shoe, and then you got these kind of like teeth like kind of square patterned traction pads all across the back area of the outsole. And then you see these kind of like holes in there with all these like flex grooves nicely placed across the outsole of the shoe. And then in the mid part of the outsole, you see that LeBron James logo once again. Now, as you can see, as I was describing this shoe, there was basically zero like Atmos branding, not even on the box. So I'm just curious why this is a Atmos collab, because they did release another pair of LeBron 18 lows recently, and that was, I think the colorway of that was like the cherry blossom, to kind of like referring to the Japanese sakura. And that shoe is pretty fire as well. Like the overall colorway is supposed to evoke the like the sakura flower overall. And some sources online say that it's an Atmos collab, while some other sources say it's not. So I'm not really sure what the deal about it is, because that shoe, I don't think that shoe has any like Atmos branding on it as well. But it is what it is. Like, but this is definitely referred to as an Atmos collab. So I was hoping I could find some like Atmos branding on the shoe, but here's the other side of the shoe, and basically there's no like Atmos branding anywhere on this shoe. So if you know anything about this, the story behind this shoe, please leave something down below in the comment sections. I really love to know more about this shoe. And I also wanted to point out that this shoe does actually come with an extra set of laces, and it's kind of like this plain white cotton laces. So I'm really not sure why they made that decision, because I'm not really sure if this white is gonna go that well with this overall shoe, because I mean, it is a simple color, but I think they could have like chose a different color for this, because like if this is such a special model and a collab shoe, why not go say with like the gold laces, for instance? Like, I know that would some people might hate it because it might be like overdoing it, but come on, man, you already have some gold going on here as well as like here, so I don't think it would like be too much of a problem. Because I mean, if you're a baller and if you want to like playing these things, you obviously want some flair on your feet. So I think that would really be a good way to kind of like make your shoes pop. But I guess Nike wanted to go with that simple colorway at the end of the day. Anyways, sizing wise, I can't say. Like, when I tried on the LeBron 7s, I had no problem going like true to size with those. But I want to be really careful about the sizing tip, because these are actually like basketball shoes for like that you can actually play in. So you really want to try out some other LeBron shoes and then kind of like pick out the best sizing for you. But if you were to wear these casually, I would say like these would go pretty well with any type of like athletic wear, like shorts in the summer. I mean, it is a low cut model, so it would pretty much go well with any type of like jogger pants or anything like that. I wouldn't wear these with jeans. I'm guessing like LeBron could pull off that fit, because he's a pretty good dresser, but I can't imagine wearing these in jeans myself, and I don't know. I think this is better suit for the court, because it is the latest model from LeBron, the LeBron shoe line. So you would probably want to rock these on the court, but there's no problem with it. And resale wise, I haven't checked the resale price. For some reason, StockX had this model for a while, and then I think they took it down for some reason. But honestly, looking at the Sakura pair, I don't think the resale price is anything crazy. So if you really want this pair in your collection, I don't think it would be a problem. I guess it may be like maybe like $40 to $50 above retail, but that's really nothing compared to what shoes can cost these days. Anyways, that's it for today. I'm sorry that I don't have that much more info on this. I just wanted you guys to see these in hand, just to kind of get the look and feel of the shoe if you're planning on copying these. I would say the materials are quite nice. The QC is really nice. I think the colorway is pretty nice as well, because it is a overall very like brownish tan type of like shoe, but it does have that kind of accents of gold and purple to set it off. So I think it's a really cool shoe. Personally, I don't think I'll be keeping this in my collection, especially because I'm not a baller or a fan of like LeBron James in general. But there's probably some people out there who are really, really wanting to cop these. So I just wanted to give you an honest review on these. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back really soon with the review for the Hyper Royals. Thanks for watching.